Freedom isn't free. If you're serious about freedom, you have to be ready for the storm. And that line might sound dramatic, but think about your own life. Has freedom ever come to you without struggle, without pain, without something breaking down first? See, the storm is from God. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's not punishment. Divorce, job loss, betrayal, shattered expectations. These moments feel like destruction, like your whole world is falling apart. But in reality, they're refining fire. God allows storms not to crush you, but to purify you, to strip away the illusions, to expose the foundation you've been building on, to show you whether it was rock or sand. Think about the Matrix. Neo didn't wake up in a spa. He didn't open his eyes in comfort. He woke up in catastrophe, cold steel, shock, tubes, wires pulling out of his body. That's what it took to break free. And that's what storms do to us. They wake us up. They shock us. They tear out the tubes we didn't even realize were feeding us lies. They strip away the false self, that version of you built on shame, on survival, on control, so that the true self can rise. Here's the hard truth. Freedom has a cost, and most men don't want to pay it. Most men want Christianity that's comfortable. They want faith without fire. But comfort never forged anyone. Ease never built a man of depth. The storm is the forge. And the forge is where God shapes you. The storm burns away the dross, the part of you that's built on pride, ego, and illusion. And what remains? The real you. The man God always intended. The man anchored in Christ. Let me ask you, when the storm hits, not if, but when, will you be ready? Because storms are guaranteed. If you've lived long enough, you already know this. The waves are coming. The wind will rise. And when it does, it will test everything about your life. And here's the promise. Storms don't destroy the man anchored in Christ. They forge him. Jesus said, the rain fell, the floods came, the winds blew and beat against the house, but one built on rock did not fall. That's the picture. That's the promise. Storms come for everyone, but only those anchored in Christ can stand. And not just stand, they are transformed. So maybe you're in a storm right now. Maybe your marriage is hanging by a thread. Maybe you've lost the job that defined you. Maybe betrayal ripped your heart in two. And you're asking, why me? Why now? Where is God in this? The storm is not God's absence. It's his forge. It's where he meets you most powerfully. Not in the spa, not in the easy chair, but in the fire. Because storms don't just reveal you, they reveal him. Freedom has a cost, and the cost is walking through the storm instead of running from it. The question is, when the storm hits, will you be ready? Because the storm is not the end of you. It's the making of you. Storms don't destroy the man anchored in Christ. They forge him. They shape him into steel, into a man who can carry fire without being consumed. So hear me, freedom has a cost, but it's worth everything. If you're tired of living bound, tired of being controlled by fear, shame, or circumstances, then it's time to embrace the forge, to let God use the storm to strip away the false self and raise up the true. And I've put together full teachings to walk you through this, step by step, so you can learn how to anchor in Christ and regulate your fire no matter what storm hits. Subscribe, take the next step, because the storm isn't the end. It's the beginning of freedom. And the man who walks through it with Christ, that man cannot be destroyed. He can only be forged.